To be a swimmer, I think you have to be viciously focused on improving yourself. You can never be afraid to fix a problem. You're dealing with a sport where fractions of a second determine if you're first or second or last.
Swimmers with some deformity in their feet or mild loss of part of limb. Well, that is the situation.
Swimming is a very interesting sport. It's a sport where you have a team behind you, but when you dive in the pool,
Gagnon of Canada, the fastest qualifier, Cundy, the defending champion, Bell of Australia, Mayk of Poland and Brown of New Zealand.
Excellent start from Jody, he's in the centre of the pool.
I qualified for the Sydney Paralympic in 2000 in 4 events: the 100 meter freestyle, 400 meter freestyle, the 100 meter butterfly and the relay.
He said he wants to break 60 seconds. That's going to be a tough proposition because it would certainly destroy the world record. And look at this, what a battle on the far side, Blockenshy of Australia. These three ahead of the rest of the field. And the Briton upping his stroke rate.
It's so close to the world record.
Oh, it is indeed. Oh, and it is the world record. 1:00:21. And it's gold again for Great Britain. Jodie Cundy, the defending champion, is champion once again. He saw off the Canadian, who was the fastest qualifier. The challenge was there, and he was a better man on the day. 60.21.
I was born with club feet. Basically, my feet were upside down when I was born, so I had to undergo many surgeries. Basically, my feet don't move and my heel don't touch the ground. And my left leg is a little bit shorter. So I have 3 challenges when I try to walk. I tried 2 sports. First, it was soccer. I felt like the mascot of the team. Either I was playing when we were winning the game, or either I was playing because we were losing the game. So it wasn't a good feeling. And after that, I switched to karate because Karate Kid was a hit movie at that time. So I wanted to be like him. But one thing about karate, it's based on balance. And because my feet don't move and my heel don't touch the ground, I don't have any balance. So I remember at one time I was doing a routine and they asked me to do the routine against a wall. So they took me from a group and just separate me from the rest of the group because I was very different. I was different. So I remember that day like it was yesterday. It hit me hard very much because at that time I felt that I was different. And you don't want to be different when you are a kid. At one point, the doctor said to my mom, you know what, Philippe needs to walk in the hot sand because the hot sand will relax his bone, his muscle, his feet muscle, and I think it's gonna be good for the next year. So I could play in the water, in the ocean, walk in the hot sand, but also play in the pool of our hotel. And that's where I discovered swimming. But I was very, very good at it. I was like a fish, basically. And I fell in love with it. To be a swimmer, you need to work hard, to be convinced of your dream, and you need to be viciously upset by improving yourself. You're never satisfied with your swimming. There's always something to correct. It's either a turn that wasn't fast enough, it's either a breath that was too short. You always look to improve. And even in a world record race, you have to improve something.
In lane 4 and Benoit Hewitt in lane 5. This is the men's 400 meter freestyle.
There's a great saying by Albert Einstein that I love. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid.
400-meter freestyle, two Canadians, Philippe Gagnon in fourth.
It's been a few years since I've competed in swimming, but what I've taken away from it has completely changed my outlook. You need to find people's strength.
He's 10 seconds better than everybody else in the field. He's almost got that already. And this could be the race where Philippe Gagnon could turn silver into gold, because he is heavily favored to win the gold medal in the 400-meter freestyle.
But he is certainly going to win gold. It is gold for Philippe Gagnon. His time, 4:11.44. The silver medal going to Benoit Hewitt of Canada, 4:16.09. Great battle for the bronze between Urbanic in 2 and Eusta Huga.
Even after 20 years, I'm just saying to myself, wow, I went to the Paralympic Games and I represented proudly my country. Every other races or competition, you are alone, but there I was representing my country. I won gold in 3 events, the 100-meter freestyle, the 400-meter freestyle, and the relay. I also won a silver in the 100-meter butterfly. If you judge a fish by its own ability to climb a tree, you had never realized that people like me can represent Canada and win. I'm Philippe Gagnon, and I'm proud to run for Conservative Party of Canada in the riding of Jonquière. I'm running because I know how to work hard for my community. I know what it takes to make things better. And I know how to represent Canada with pride. I also know how to win.
Well, he may have been disappointed after that silver medal performance in the 100 fly, but I'm sure that this will go a long way towards making Philippe Gagnon smile with a Games record in the 400 free.